Bruno goes, hello, YouTube people. A second before I started filming this, the doorbell went, wait, bing bong, and brought something. So this is going to be an unboxing as well. And we can test the thing that I'm unboxing with the thing that I'm also unboxing. So this just came from my good friends at New Neighbor. No, that's not how you say that. It is Neunabe. And it is a thing that you want to hear. And it's a thing that I think doesn't necessarily get the best representation in the Neunabe New Neighbor videos. At NAM, it sounded better than in their videos. So let's see how good we can make that sound here. Oh, this is cool. Come on. They have their own newspaper. The Newsnabe. Okay, very cool. We gotta have the Immerse, which I also have on the table right there. So here's another Neunabe black box. The black box. And inside is, of course, the Iconoclast. That is just a cool word. And I see why it's a newspaper now, because on this pattern here, the texture is newspapery. So this is, of course, a speaker simulator in stereo, which is what makes it extremely interesting. With USB, a headphone out for practicing. Really curious to check this out. I'm gonna smack it on the table here. With ins and outs at the bottom. It's got a built-in gate. Why at the bottom? Maybe because it's at the top of your pedal board. It would make sense to have it last in the chain, which would mean it would be on the top ridge, and then maybe they're that smart. Is it possible that the Neunabe people are that smart? In here is also a USB cable and a manual. So, but that's not what we're doing here. We're drinking coffee. Actually, I forgot something. Oh, wait, do I have it here? Where are my cables? God damn it. I have been using the Rockboard flat patch cables for a while now, and I like them. They are fixed length, 10, 20, 30, and 60 centimeters. The heads are a little bit bigger, but it's really nice to work with them. You can get the pedals rather close together. I'm going to go to this camera here and show you this. For example, let's say you have these two Digitechies here. Bam. You would use a 10 centimeter cable, of course. Bam. And you get the pedals. Hide this under your board. Really flat. There you go. Really close together. Nice cables. The one problem with them is Boss ES8. You can't get... You could get them in the lower... here we go. You can't get them in the lower row, but you can't get more than one row together. So there's really nothing I can do here. You see, I'm blocking the next ones. One way to do it is to put them together like this, and actually to sand off the tops right here, because those ES8s are not perfect. So sometimes you have to sand this off a little bit. We had to do that for Niels's board. So, but then you have these cables sticking out on top, which is not in any way perfect. So, the Rockboard guys are not stupid. They have ears, so they listen. So we have now a cable that's two straight plugs. Of course, a straight plug on a pedal like this is not space-saving, but it is great for the back of your very tightly packed looper. So see, you could easily get these things in there, and they're not gonna eat up a lot of space. They're not these huge plugs, so this could be cool. They're still not as tiny as your George L. Evidence or Lava or Moen or Joyo now also has cables with tiny plugs, but not expensive. And as we found out in the video where I'm checking out these puppies, the flat cables, they do sound, according to what I heard, when you wired up a whole pedal board, they do sound pretty much as good as your evidence cable, which that's saying something, okay? So sound-wise, I have not at all the feeling that I'm making a compromise, which is in this price range pretty damn amazing. So let's see what is in my big-ass Rockboard box with the unboxing knife. La la la. Handcrafted in China? No. This is just a box of something else that was handcrafted in China. So, we have a whole box of things here. I'm going to unbox it. Let's see. We're going to start with a thing that I'm very curious about. This is a 5 of them. Oh, le 5, huh? Ah, 5 de câble. I don't know what cable is in French. Flo. Flo. What's cable in French? Come on, give me that. Where's the... c'est 5 I don't know, cable. So, I need my trash. So this is, look at this. It is a super short, tiny thing. Leslie never says that. It is, I call it the caterpillar cable, because it looks like a little Raupe in German. It's a little caterpillar. They call it the flat patch connector, 7.5 centimeters, the bender. They call it the bender. You know, bender like in Futurama. I'm going to call it the caterpillar. So you can actually really bend this. Come on, focus camera. Focus on me. Focus. No, you don't focus because, wait a second. Now you focus. I fixed the focus. So you can bend this. And apparently you can also do this. And bend it in any, you can twisty turn it. And do this. So let's do a couple of experiments with that. Because, yeah, they are saying this is a great cable. You can bend this and it's great for many, many different blah, blah, blah. And look at the advertising. Fuck the advertising. Here, we test things. And if they don't work, we yell about it. Just because I like these people doesn't mean I have to say good things about the products. This is what we do here. So let's see. We have the ricochet and the drop. Broink. Oh. With Velcro, that could work. Of course, it is pushing a little bit. See? It's pushing away. But I'm thinking with Velcro, this is pretty damn cool. Let's see. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna be stupid and wire things up here. Of course, on my table, that's all slipping. That could work, but yeah. If it's up here, or it could even work like this. Side to straight. What if I have... I mean, this is, of course, the easy way to do it. I have a Pinnacle Deluxe here. I'm going out of the Pinnacle. I'm going into my Sovereign. Look at that. And I'm going, if you have top-mounted pedals, like the Keeleys, your J-Rockets, and your Wamplers, come on. How cool is this, huh? I can't tell you exactly how much these are, but they're not expensive. Could be a great paddleboard solution if you don't use a looper. If you use a looper switcher, obviously you can't get to the looper switcher. But this is very cool. Let's compare, let's see. Can I get two Strymons to... Hey, X. X, you want to see? You want to see what this is? You don't care. So I have my Strymon. Of course, I have my out here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Maybe barely just... No. Damn it. Would have been way too nice. The out of the riverside is too far away. But, let's see. Well, the out of my orbit is not too far away. So there you go. That works beautifully. Look at this. You can actually get them totally close together. And because you're not using a lot of cable, the quality of your signal will be maintained a lot better. The shorter the cable, the less impedance? Something like that. So I'm gonna go and say for a lot of situations, the Bender, Caterpillar, Raupe from Rockboard, good idea. Get a few of these, and wherever you have a situation where you can use them, use them. They're not gonna be the only cable you have on your board. They're not gonna be the only solution you have. Didn't I have 5 of these? Oh, over there. So, but there's more. Oh, what do we have here? This is the 300 centimeter angled. This is something I really wanted because sometimes a 6 meter guitar cable is not the solution. Sometimes you want a patch cable that's a little bit longer. Why would you want that? I don't know. I want that. Oh, this is nice. Look, with the little Velcro. Which I'm now depositing somewhere to not lose it. Ah, here, this one stays on. This one does not. So here I have a 3 meter cable. For me, I often have my pedals, as you can see, on the table here. And I'm putting together something, maybe with a little bender, maybe with a flat patch cables. But I have an amp actually in front of the table right here. So if I'm wiring something into the effects loop, blah, 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 I have the pedals on the table, I need to get to the amp with 2 or 3 cables, and then something like this, even the 60 centimeter one, is not enough. This is perfect. You know, 2 meters, 3 meters, this is 300 centimeters, is absolutely great. A good quality patch cable, not a mega guitar cable, not the big ass plugs, but something to wire into the amp and back. Maybe if you have a board that's on the floor and you need to get to your amp, you don't need the super mega cable, but you need to get to the back of the amp. A patch cable is never going to do it. 3 meters is absolutely brilliant. So that was flat to flat, but they are going nuts with the options. And why not? I mean, logistically for them, shipping and all this, it's probably a nightmare. Different length, different head or plug combinations. But you know what? We don't care. Not our problem. That's Rockboard's problem. This is nice. Is it attached? This again will not be attached. How long is this? That's what she asked. This is actually 6 meters. That might be a little bit overkill, but again, maybe not as a patch cable. So here we have a flathead going to a straight jack. Straight head, straight plug. You know what I'm talking about. So 6 meter thin flat patch cable. Very nice. I can't tell you right now what this is, how much this is, because I don't know if they've actually hit stores yet. And even if they did, I wouldn't want to check because, hey, how does this work? What did I do here? Ah, here we go. What did I do? Let's see. Come on! So, flat to straight, very nice. This is a 3 meter angled to straight. Could be really cool for looper out into, I mean, just think of the applications. This is a 6 meter straight to angle. Well, we already had one of these. Nice. Might be a little bit too long for me. That's what she said. God. And okay. 3 meter straight to straight. It's just a cable. We call this a cable. Okay. But all of it in the very light, very thin, flat patch, small heads. Well, I mean, why would you want that? Well, if the cable quality is good, look at this 3 meter cable. It's thicker. This is a Sommer with big ass Neutrix on it. It's gonna clock in at more money and also more storage. I mean, you go to the gig, you have your gig bag, you might have whatever your amp is in. This you can just shove in anywhere. This is going to take up more space. It's a little bit of an argument. It's not the major argument, but space saving for gigging is always a nice idea. And here we have 6 meter, which we again call a cable, straight to straight. So as far as I can tell, you're going to get all the different length, angle to angled, straight to straight. Where am I? And then straight to angled in every length. They are taking over your boards, and it's not a bad idea because they're really not expensive. And of course, the bender. So next time you're building a new board, check out the flat patch cables from Rockboard. Check out straight to angled, whatever you need. Now they have solutions. Before, if you were using a looper that was very tightly packed in the back, not possible. Simply just not happening because you'd had to sand these off and stuff. Now you simply get the flat to straight and they're not breaking the bank. And according to my tests last time, they sound pretty damn good. I'm curious to check out these in just how they behave on a daily basis because my table here, as you can see, there's always pedal. Well, right now I set this up obviously, but I always have pedals on the table here when I'm recording tracks or videos, and whatever pedal I'm testing, I have 2 or 3 others along with it, and always have, cables lying around, and it can get very messy. Just having these in the drawer underneath could be very, very cool. I want to thank Rockboard for sending these over for me to check out. I put links underneath in case they already exist. Is there something else in here? Oh, they sent another dildo. Weird people at Warwick. No, they didn't. Not even a cookie, nothing. Just cables. No sex toys, no cookies, no nothing. Thanks, David. I'm really curious, by the way, to check out the new Rockboard pedal boards. What I saw at NAMM, I'm an idiot, I didn't film them. I'm an idiot. Sorry about this, but I'm really curious because they have patch base and a really cool rail system, and they have very, very nice details on those boards that I'm curious about. See you guys.